Hey guys, Mickey here. Sorry about the lighting. I have the light on my camera. I'm downstairs right now. It's about 1:30 a.m. Had a video idea while I was at work. Side deck cards that should see side, cards that might be helpful later on, so on and so forth. So, I guess I'll just jump right into it. One card that will be very popular as a side deck choice this format, Needle Sealing. It was a common in Pharaonic Guardian, I think. It was also a common in the Battle Packs. It's really good. Wind-ups are going to be very, very popular this format. For some of you who haven't told, Josh Graham won YCS Toronto with wind-ups. Sam's, it's still pretty good against Sam's. I want to say Gurgias, it's Gurgias, pronunciation issues. Because I know they swarm decently, not too much, but they do have a nice field presence. So, Needle Sealing's be pretty good, because you can chain it during standby phase. A popular move by wind-up players, if they can first turn, is to go into Shockmaster. Now, normally, if they first turn Shockmaster, I want to say 90% a good player will call spells. If they don't know what kind of deck they're up against, they'll call spells. And that's why, you have Needle Sealing in your hand, you can just set it, wait. They'll go, main phase 1, detach, shock, they'll see you have something set, detach, traps. 90% of the time, turn 2, they're going to call traps. Now, an interesting thing about this card is, it can be chained. So, they'll go, traps, chain Needle Sealing, there goes their field presence, also Shockmaster will resolve, and you can't activate traps. Now that's nice because you can go your turn without having to worry about your opponent playing any traps on you. And as we know, wind-ups are pretty derpy when it comes to traps. All the back row hate, especially if you saw Josh's video. All the back row hate. So Needle Sealing will be pretty good in this format. End of story. Another card that'll be decent this format. It saw a lot of play last format too. Either Dimensional Fissure or Macros Cosmos, depending on the deck you run. Right now I'm running Rabbit, so Dimensional Prison's a little better. Especially when Atlanteans come out, these cards will be really good. Dark World's still a deck. Anything graveyard related, still a deck. No real reason behind running them except to fuck your opponent's graveyard. Another good card this format, I feel like if you're going to the big events, regionals, YCS, especially regionals, people are going to try to get their invites, so they're going to be playing Chain Burn. So, Royal Decree. Even without Chain Burn, it's still going to be a pretty back row heavy format. Wind-ups play a lot of back row, Dino Rabbit plays a lot of back row. So, decrees are still going to be pretty good. Double Torrential, double Mirror Force, double Bottomless. Because there's a Solemn Brigade, there's the Bottomless, Torrential, so on and so forth. A card I've come to love is 7 Tools. I actually picked up this tech from Robbie. Sorry, Robbie. But it's really good. It stops the Dark Bribes. It stops the Judgment, the Solemns. Anything that's high enough that normal stuff can't chain to. Torrential will just say no. Or 7 Tools will just say no. Pretty self-explanatory. Another card, since it is a slower format, that I think will help. I actually don't have it right now, but I have a proxy for it. Level Limit Area B is my proxy, but Messenger of Peace. You know, it's a really good card. 100 life points, nobody with 1,500 or more attack can attack. So it really gets in there. And you can just go, when you're ready to explode, your standby phase, I'm not going to pay the 100. So it's just kind of like a big finger. You get to set off and then just go. Other cards that'll be pretty good this format. Against windups, if you can play it, goes in match. You know, it really stops the X seeding. It stops the specialing and the derping. Because if you have goes in face down and they go, Magician. Reveal Shark as a cost, chain goes in. Magician's on the field first, they have to do Magician. They have to have the fire attribute. Or, I mean, they can do Shark, I guess. No, they can't. Because Magician's on the field first, while goes in is activated. They have to get it. Even then, they can activate Magician's effect. They'll get another Magician. I don't know a rank 4 fire that's worth playing. But it really shuts down the plays. Another card, Rivalry. Once again, if you can play it, it's amazing. It stops the extra deck plays. You know, you can't X-Siege, you can't Synchro, because this game state recognizes that you're predetermining what you're going into. Another good card, especially at the beginning of the format, if you know your decks, Prohibition. This card's amazing. You know, you go up against heroes, call Alias. Go against Rabbit, call Rabbit. You know, Gear Gias, I would probably... I want to say I would call Gearga Armor. I feel like that's a big part of the deck. Well, I haven't really played against it or learned about the deck, so don't quote me on that one. I dropped my Prohibition. But I feel like if you prohibit that, they're done. Either Smashing Ground or Soul Taker. I don't have a Soul Taker right now. I have to get it from Robbie. But Soul Taker or Smashing Ground, amazing. Soul Taker's better. Heroes are going to be pretty big next format, or this format. It makes Shining lose timing. So that's something. Talk with Gear Gias, Cyber Dragon, sighting in those Cyber Dragons and those Chimera Tech Fortresses. Just get rid of those fucking Gear Gias. And speaking of Gear Gias, and I know I keep butchering that word, I feel like either Nobleman of Crossout will be decent against them, you know, for the armors, or System Down. I came across this card. I don't know how people are feeling about it, though. I know people talk about it. It depends really how big Gear Gias get, how well they do. But if you don't know what this card does, pay 1,000, remove from play, on the opponent's side of the field, and in their graveyard, all machine-type monsters. Even with Burials and Leviaire, there's only so much they can do. Especially if you've let them derp for a turn and pass, and then you go, fuck all of your shit. Just remove it. I mean, that's just my thought on it. You know, I've been thinking about this because I'm going to go to the regional in Maryland up at College Park, Dream Wizards. My first regional ever. I was going to go to Philly with Robbie and McDermott and those guys, but I just couldn't get off this weekend from work. I was going to go to Indy. Robbie suggested not to until I've got a couple regionals under my belt because, like I've said, this is my first time playing competitive. So, hopefully, at the regional in Maryland on October 14th, hope to see some of you guys there. I'll be able to do well. I'm not asking for a top. I'm just asking to do decent. You know, I need to pick up my Shockmaster. I will be playing Rabbit It's more of Robbie's build. It's really good. I like it. It's definitely towards my playstyle. Robbie and I actually have a pretty similar playstyle. It's kind of scary. So, you know, I hope to see you guys there. If not, good luck. I want to wish Robbie good luck in Philly this weekend. McDermott good luck in Philly. Wish them both good luck in Indy. I think Cody's going to Indy, so good luck, Cody. I don't know who else is going to Indy, but if you guys are going to Indy, good luck. If you guys are going to Philly, good luck. If you guys are going to Maryland, feel free to hit me up. I would love to see you guys there. I'll probably be with Robbie and them. No biggie. Courtney, whatever you're doing, good luck. Josh, fuck if I know what your Canadian ass is doing. Good luck. That's about it. Alright, guys. Deuces.